In 1925, Professor Dr. Working at Tokyo University, Hidesaburo Ueno adopted a white, purebred Akita puppy. The professor named this male puppy Hachiko, which means 8. The professor would leave his house every morning to go to university and walk to Shibuya Station with his little dog Hachiko. Hachiko sees the professor off from the station. She would wander around the neighborhood until he returned, and at exactly 3 o'clock she would go back to the station to meet the professor. Hachiko had made it a habit to greet the professor like this every day. One day, the professor had a heart attack at the university, and he lost his life. Hachiko was waiting for the professor's return. That day, as usual, she waited for a long time. He waited ... he waited ... But the professor did not come that day. After a while, Hachiko moved away, but he did not give up. The next day, at 3 o'clock again, he took his place. She was waiting, but the professor did not come that day either, and the next day, and the days after. While Hachiko continued to wait, the station manager and the neighborhood shopkeepers who knew him gave him something to eat. The story of Hachiko, who continued to wait in front of the station at 3 o'clock every day, was heard all over Japan. After a while, people flocked to Shibuya to see Hachiko, pet him, and give him food. Nearly 10 years have passed. It was 1934. Hachiko was waiting in his usual place in front of Shibuya Station. However, that day was the last day he waited for. Hachiko's death spread in newspaper headlines throughout Japan, while a day of mourning was declared in the country. A bronze statue of Hachiko was erected in front of Shibuya Station with donations from the public.